Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Think Big and Be Inspired. Please tell us where you're tuning in from, and if you are first joining the show, welcome to all of you. Today we have a really inspiring mom, and she is a big career coach, career growth coach. She has a lot of experience in IT. She really is wearing a lot of hats, and she's growing her network rapidly. She's very ambitious and she has satisfied clients. So please welcome with me Rihab. Rihab, how are you doing? So nice to have you today.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you for having me, and really happy to see all your followers and to tell them great stories.
Yeah, we'll definitely we're so happy to have you, and it's great to have you today. And if we kick off and start with your inspiring journey in career coaching and as an INT talent acquisition, and above all being a mom, tell us about take us through your career and what's your passion in all this.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, as you have mentioned, Ahmed, I have been through a lot of stages in my life. I'm a mom of three. I graduated I have master's in computers engineering, and I've been into IT, recruitment, all related jobs, software testing, development, a lot of stuff related to IT. Then after that, really have a big gap in my journey, in my professional journey, because I raised three children, two boys and a girl, and went like a crazy. About up to time
That's a
to
full-time job by itself. Yeah.
it is. It is. So I'm very empathizing with every mom. I mean, if you have even one single child, this is very challenging. And I have three of them. And I've thought for a lot of years, about 9 years before coming back as a software tester, and this is it. And I've my kids, and this is enough. I will never get back. So I get back to work, and I started my journey in software testing, and I actually was considered as an expert in software testing. And next week, probably 18th March, I'm invited in a software testing community in order to speak
Great.
about career coaching as an expert in software testing. And I've done a lot, spoke in conferences, shared my journey.
Amazing.
Then after that, I actually started doing as a living the thing that I enjoy most, which is career coaching, because I have been through all those challenges and I've succeeded all of them. And I know that in every stage, there is transferable skills that will be very useful to the next stage. This is what I am doing right now as a living career coaching.
That's a great journey, Rihab, and of course, I know what you're talking about. I have one girl. It's a full-time job, so I give you like you have three, so that's really double the full-time job or triple. And of course, what you're doing, it really takes a lot of courage. After 9 years, you stopped working, then you come back and come back like in this amazing way, going to conferences, growing your network, and being a career coach. I really admire your journey. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Enamel Hack from India is sending his greetings, and he's one of our great fans of the show. Thank you so much for joining. Gilbert, thank you for joining. He's joining us from South Africa. Thank you, Gilbert Adams. Rehab, tell me about your PhD in research about the average tester. Tell me about this journey and in research, your journey in it.
Yeah, actually, after coming back to working as a technical writer and gotten this certification in technical writing, I thought, okay, I'm succeeding. I'm making significant success. Let's come back to software testing, things that I enjoyed a lot in the past. So I tried to figure out a way in which I can do real software testing. So I contacted mentors, I contacted people on the head of this industry, and actually started a PhD research to know what is in essence software testing. So I started doing an empirical research by interviewing testers, and I remember that went like a crazy, interviewing people up to 4 or 5 people. testers every single day. And now I was recording this research and trying to analyze it. And this was actually very frustrating. But I found out something, which is the problem of testers is not testing. It's not techniques. It's not, languages, coding languages, or any technology. Rather, the problem is there with their own beliefs. Like, I am not up to that. I cannot do it. Like, my
Limiting
manager wants.
beliefs. Yes.
A lot of them, actually. I am a female. This is because I'm a woman. Others because I am an Indian. Others because I am from this. Even in West Europe and in USA. Okay, because I don't have a degree. And people
Yeah.
who have a degree. Okay, so they kept finding excuses. On the other
True.
side, people who were extremely successful didn't ask for permission for being this way. So actually, my study, my PhD research, that I have published results on LinkedIn and on Twitter, and I have testimonials of people that belongs to opposite school of thoughts witnessing that my research results were real.
Yeah.
But she dared, and I can bring up the testimonial from a very known figure in the field saying she exploded a bomb in the community.
Wow.
You are
Wow. That's
faking
amazing.
testing. Yeah, you are faking testing. And the problem is that you are even faking automation. I found this by research, by empirical research, not in the laboratory, not in the university, but rather by interviewing people. So this research, actually, when I found those results, I knew that the problem is not with testing. People can learn anything, any skill. They just need to love learning it. They need to figure out what their passion about, and they are trying to understand that they do not need to fit in to please whomever, our managers, our husbands and wives, our colleagues, recipes on the internet, and I've been with the connection to very, very respectful researchers and scientists on the science of expertise, of cognitive psychology, of complexity, a lot of sciences. And the main thing, the main shared belief there, people are not making sense of whatever they are practicing. They are copying, pasting beliefs,
Yeah.
and they are not happy doing that. So this is actually what pushed me to help on this level. You can learn anything, but let's figure out first what you really want to learn.
It's true, Rihab. Of course, very good of you that you did interviews because this gets a lot of insights from people, and you have seen and witnessed how people have limiting beliefs from their race, from their religion, maybe from I don't know, a lot of limiting beliefs, of course. And the secret, as you said, is to believe in yourself, discover your why, why are you doing this, and find your passion, and you will excel and succeed. That's really amazing, and well done for you for doing this research. We have also Haider Khan from Saudi Arabia. Thank you for joining us, Haider. Great to have you. So tell me also about career coaching. When did it start for you, and how it's helpful for professionals, especially women, and how does career coaching differ from being a recruiter, for example? Because a lot of people mix between those things. So tell us about this.
That's right. Thanks for asking, Ahmed. Actually, the shift to career coaching wasn't really a shift. I was doing this for years, but I wasn't making an income out of it. I was having this discussion with a friend or a colleague, discussing what's not going right in their life, and finding solutions, helping them to implement those solutions. And I remember, for example, in last February, I was working as a QA manager, and we went to an excursion. So we went for a trip in February, before just before coronavirus. So we
Yeah,
went to the south of the country, and we had wonderful time. After exactly 1 hour of getting on the bus, my team lead stand up and said, "Rihab, why don't you give every one of us advice?" So it wasn't a professional environment or a professional discussion. It was really friends discussion. And I felt like shy. Why is she asking me to do that?
Uh,
But we ended up at the end of the trip analyzing their personalities and finding their strengths and suggesting ways in which they can grow professionally. And my team lead was astonished. How can I know those things about people that I just had only professional experience with them? But this happened all the time in my career. So this is a talent in my personality. The idea is that I just, like all of the other, try to figure out what is actually a secret in the market. What is the market? Software tester. Okay, let's try to be a software tester. They are asking for technical writers. Let's try to be a technical writer. But when I feel like being much more mature, internally, professionally mature. Now I have the capability to choose for myself what most suits me. So I got hired in August as a research fellow in a test lab in Toronto, Canada. And I had the wonderful manager. And I started working on research, bringing ideas, innovation, creativity, and was enjoying it. But in my relationship with my manager, I actually started asking questions in our weekly meetings. I started thinking differently, and those questions actually change it to a coaching career. So he started to. I remember one meeting. He said, "No what, Rihab, you are actually. I cannot give a title to what you are doing in Test Launcher. You are coaching me personally. I mean
wow.
to." I am your first client. And by the way, if you can see in my endorsement, he put like he was my client rather than my manager. So my
Wow.
effective first client, paid client on
Was
career
your
coaching
manager? Yeah.
was my manager. And actually his endorsement for me and how our relationship with was about mitigating complexity, ambiguity, and uncertainty, because my experience as a mother was all the time uncertainty, all the time ambiguity, and this is okay. As human beings, we know how to navigate that. So when I started doing it as a living, I thought, you know what, I should be convinced myself that I can do it for a living and get confidence on my capabilities. So instead of getting certifications, everyone, hey, don't get degrees, certifications, permissions from whoever. I tried to do it. Practice it. So I set my calendar to up to 4 or 5 career coaching sessions. And what I
Great.
witnessed was great success to coach people and to help them understand what is for them, what is the next step, how we can go over. And in the end of the session, which only about 1 to 2 hours, I get a very huge big smile. Oh, wow, how can you figure it out? How can you? I've been struggling in this moment for months or years. How can you really navigate it so easy? And I really don't know. Probably this is my genius zone, but I can see clearly what's happening in your life and give you assignments and follow up with you until you succeed. And this happened several times. So basically what I've done, and I'm actually encouraging everyone who is contacting me to do, don't try to make a degree or get a certification or get a permission. Go do it. Go and make
Yes.
experiences. This will make you confident that you can bring value to whomever will pay you in the future. And I'm actually now it's completely new stage in which I produce a lot of content. I am like coached myself by wonderful people, and I am coaching people that I am proud to be their coach.
That's a great, of course, journey, Rehab, and we have here, of course, one of our my favorite coaches Here is Tess saying, why fit in when you can stand out the problems?
Hello,
Many people
Tess.
validate their value based on the other people's lives. That's a great quote and words, of course, from Tess. She's amazing in what she's doing. We have
I want to
also,
comment. I
yeah,
want to comment.
please,
Excuse me, Ahmed, on the
yeah,
question of Tess. She said, "Why fit in when you can stand out?" Let me tell you why. Why? Because it is much more comfortable. Because
yes,
standing out doesn't feel comfortable at all. When I
yes,
started my PhD, I mean, my advisors went like a crazy, telling all the world, "We have this. Rihab is our student." Telling, and after that, oh, okay. So I feel like it's enough. Now I am ready to work instead of having PhD. They even, I mean, they stopped speaking to me. I mean, you were
yeah,
doing wonderful research. Why stopping it? Because I
yeah.
think differently. You will not please. When you stand out
You
from
will
the
not
crowd,
please
you will
everybody.
not
No,
please everyone. You will please yourself. My mentor
exactly.
James back from USA, he's a wonderful guy, and I remember I said, James, aren't you crazy with me and mad on me because I changed to? And he said, well, why should I be mad? You are making your own decision. You are independent. I am proud of you. So one out of 100 or 1 million will say that he's proud of you because you
That's
are
enough. Yeah.
determined and you are yourself. Most of the people will not encourage you to stand up for yourself.
I totally agree with you here because people are used to you in some way and they don't want you to change. Even people that are very close to you, you will be surprised when you do change and stand out. Just follow your beliefs, go on, as you said, and you will get rewarded from even, as you said, from one person, and that's enough. That's really enough, and that means that you're on the right track. We have Arqam here. Thank you, Arqam, is saying great tuning to our live session. Thank you so much. We have Zoya Osman also. She's sending her
Zoya,
regards.
we were
Uh,
together yesterday. I'm connecting every day with at least one or two career coaches to know what they
wonderful.
are doing, how they grew up. Zoya is wonderful. What she has done, actually, she didn't ask for permission for whomever. She created her own personal brand and she worked late at night even though she has a husband that he's 100% supporting her. She doesn't have
Great.
to do it. She did it because she's an iron woman. So really greeting to you, Zoya.
Greetings to Zoya, of course. Yeah, I know she's also here in UAE. I think we connected. Yeah, we did connect before. Yeah,
Yeah, Abu Dhabi.
she's doing a great job. Yeah, yeah. Arqam here is saying absolutely when you're doing something differently and taking an unconventional approach, the others will feel uncomfortable. Truly, truly. You have to get used to it and get comfortable with it. Exactly. You have to get comfortable by being uncomfortable. You're right, Arqam. I totally agree with you.
I
So
used to
if we
say,
go,
Ahmed,
yeah,
that
tell
success
me.
feels uncomfortable. Success feels lonely. I mean, this is the truth that I need to tell everyone who is approaching me, my clients. I keep telling them, know what? If you fail, you have wonderful company. We are all failures and victims and complaining. You will find a lot of company. But once you start succeeding, you will feel alone. Success is cold, is very cold. You will stay late at night. You will work sometimes even 16 hours per day, but it is worth it because you are becoming someone. But success still is hard. So I do not want to make like ideas. Okay, success is easy. It is possible. It is for everybody. You know, I'm really very frank in this subject. Success is uncomfortable and is lonely and cold.
Yes, of course, success is not, it's not easy. It requires a lot of commitment, a lot of consistency, doing what you love. Yes, but it is a journey and it takes time. And people usually rush results, and that's why they stop and they go back to their comfort zone. So that will take us to the next question. Yeah, it was the first step to quit the comfort zone and start making a change. What was the first step for you, and how did you take this first step? And what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think like the first step was getting disturbed, like
Yeah,
feeling this is not for me. I mean, I feel like Like, I cannot afford mediocrity. I couldn't even afford success. I don't know how to do exactly. Was I able to succeed in software testing and to become someone? I just wrote on the paper a number of goals. One of them is to become an expert in software testing. I thought that will take me probably 10, 15, 20 years. I don't know. But I wrote it in on the paper and I started thinking, what are the possible ways? So it's getting
Great.
disturbed. If you are in the comfort zone, if everything is okay, work from 9 to 5 is suitable for you, you will never, never quit this comfort zone. So the first step
Yes.
is getting disturbed. There is something pushing you to make a change. No, I don't like this mediocrity. I do not belong to this environment. I want to be better, best. So this actually is the result consuming a lot of self-help. I want to be very frank on this and very transparent. Listen, consuming self-help books, materials, videos, programs is something that should be lifetime long, all the day. I mean, I was doing it excessively listening because I was working, listening to self-help books, to videos, and this actually disturbed me. I wanted something new. So I wrote those goals. I actually applied what was told in the program, in the books, not only reading books, but applying them. The third step actually was there is a book called Mastery. And I thought, you know what? I need to get a mentor. And I saw blog posts speaking about mentors in the software testing industry. Okay, number of them I started contacting. Then I found someone who were incredible, and I wrote to him a wonderful email. But I thought, look, 50% he will reply, 50% not. Most of
So
it probably I need to
take
send
the
him
chances.
20 to 25 emails. Now the surprise. What happened is that he replied to me, James Pack, my mentor, I love him very much. He replied to me immediately. Immediately. I sent him the email, contacted him on Skype saying, I sent you an email. And he, okay, really? Let me check. And he come back to me immediately. And when I asked him, do you come back to emails so fast? And he said, no, sometimes even 20, 25 emails. And so I said, what was the secret? Why did you come back to me
Yeah,
so fast? And he said, you wrote in unusually professional way. I mean, I
great.
was unable not to respond to you. So writing actually helped me in this way. And he started coaching me days and nights. The first 5 minutes, listen to me, Ahmed, in the first 5 minutes of our connection, he made a test just to test my mindset and to test my attitude. He made the test. And I remember very well, he made the test and after, but he kept silent. And I said, what's happening? Did I fail the test? And he said, you are one up to 1,000 from 1,000 people who will answer in this way. You got me. And he started coaching me 2 to 3 hours. And there is an 8 hours difference between us. He's in Washington, D.C. I'm here in Tunisia, North Africa. So basically I should be up late at night, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to be able to meet him. And he coached me until it was Ramadan. And I just asked his permission to go drink a cup of milk and get back to
Yeah,
his coaching session. So he taught me one-on-one. After that, it just very fast steps, like making him
great.
proud of me. I should do this. So it started with getting disturbed by consuming a lot of self-help, getting a mentor, and then after that, making him proud of you, because we are not like very hard to do things for ourselves, but for someone who is relevant for us, we will be capable and willing to do a lot. So I made him really, and he written this. I've written this in the endorsements that he is proud to connect with me and to associate with me. Alhamdulillah.
That's great, of course, Rihab, and it takes, as you said, takes a lot of courage. You took your chances in the email, and he was satisfied, and it take a lot of commitment from you also. As you said, you were in Ramadan and doing this and that, and the time difference, and of course, at the end of the day, when you are satisfied, you have to be open, be coachable, and if someone was satisfied with you and you're happy with working with him, you will do more than what's expected, and that will end
Yes, yes.
with the reward that you received in like even if it's words and in the recommendation. That's really with high value, because people think about value has to be only money or something, but no, it's the sense of fulfillment that you receive from a recommendation from such a great character or a great coach. So that's worth a lot of money. Arqam is asking what would be one of the best self-help books you would recommend, Rahab, for someone looking to find a career, a meaningful career.
It depends on your own definition for meaningful career. What is meaningful career for you? For example, for me, when I first started working in Testlation, I defining a meaningful career as an environment in which I will be encouraged to be creative, innovative. I will not be asked to do unrelevant tasks to my brain. I mean, to my own personality. This is how I define it. I even wrote it in my profile. You want to hire me? I want this and this and that. Does this work for you? I wrote another paragraph saying, do you want me to spoil your business? Here have a short formula to really screw up your business. Ask me to do systematic and like machinery tasks. I will screw your business. I don't
Yeah,
operate in this way. So I define it for myself. Arkham, you need
great.
to define for yourself what is a meaningful career. There is a lot of criteria. Now, back to self-improvement books. Don't read books like if you read books in order to help career, it will. I mean, any book that you will read will inspire you professionally and psychologically and in relationship way and in your spiritual area. So a book really is a mine. It's really a mine of richness to all your life areas. But still, think of it. If you do not become a books addict, oh, I think like chances are you will not going to have this meaningful career. What do I mean by being a books addict? Now there is something called audiobooks. You do not need anymore to hold a book in your hands and to read
True.
by your eyes. You can be driving. I was washing dishes before having housekeeper, washing
Yeah,
dishes, making the homework, and at the same time listening. A book is about,
true.
between 5 hours and 9 hours, and I put the speed on 1.5. I started because I'm natively Arabic. I started by listening to Arabic books. Then I started English books. Then I put it on a higher space. And I remember some books, I listened to them twice and third. And then after that wonderful stage was taking notes and doing the exercises. Most of us skip the exercises in the books. If you do not
True.
do the exercises,
True.
no matter how much quantity you will consume, you will still unable to take advantage of them. So become instead of social media addict, let's become books addicts. Your life will all of your
Change.
life change. Yeah, by consuming books.
I agree with you, and I like that you're saying it's not only now by reading and holding the book. You can listen to audibles and listen to it. The convenience about that is the beauty about that. While you're washing dishes, doing whatever, you can still listen to books and try, of course, try to apply and try to do the exercises. This is the hard thing. I agree with you. To be honest with you, I also struggle in that. I try, but I listen to books and
Ahmed, what changed my life was becoming very good at that. I have my notebook, which is full of doing
wow,
exercises. Yeah,
great.
those are exercises. Any exercise. I told my coach this week, yesterday, he's been coaching me for a number of weeks. I'm a very good student. Teach me whatever you want. I will apply it. Whatever I learn, I apply. Right. It
Great,
feels like
great.
stupid. I feel stupid doing that, but it pays off. Doing the exercises, not only listening to lectures.
That's true. That's true. You have to apply to get the benefit. Shazama is sending her regards from Bangalore. Hi, Shazama, and thank you for joining us. Oshioki Mike from Nigeria. Thank you for joining from Nigeria, Shoki. So nice to have you. So we'll go back to coaching, and I think we touched base on that. But just to highlight to everybody, do I have to have a qualification to be a coach? Because we have a lot of people now into the coaching business. Do I have to have a qualification, or it's enough that I have some training and I just go for it and apply? What's from your point of view the right direction, or both works? What do you think about?
Actually, there is a difference between doing coaching in your life, like doing coaching friends, coaching like colleagues, coaching probably students in your relatives, and doing coaching for a living. So those are
Yeah,
different areas. So doing coaching for a living requires, first of all, and this I've asked the question to a multitude, I mean, a big number of coaches who have been in the industry for 20 and 30 years, and they answered in the same way. Listen to me, if you have the skill, if you really have satisfied clients, you do not need certification. Certification is a kind of permission, and you did not wait for it. I mean, you started immediately coaching people. So you keep reading in the domain, you keep connecting with people who are like doing coaching every day, having insights, sharing stories, techniques. All of that is useful. But is the degree or certification a requirement in order to do coaching for a living? The answer is no. And I know this because it applies to all the other domains, like, for example, software testing. Do I need a certification to test software? That's not true. Even though certification is very spread and people pay a lot of money to get it and put
true.
them in their titles and feel like, and I know people, a huge number of people who are certified and they do know nothing about
I agree.
testing. And I myself, I've paid a lot of money to get certified CPTCE in technical writing, and I do know that technical writing is about interaction with the client, understand what are his needs and trying to fulfill those needs. Now, back to real coaching. Everyone else, I mean, everyone listening to me right now is already coach. What does it mean? It means that if you once in a while help someone to do something that you already have managed. Like, for example, Ahmed, you are in UAE, and I have a number of clients asking me, how can I get a job in Abu Dhabi? How can I get a job in Dubai? What is the job market there? What are the qualifications? Needed. How can I make it into a UAE? Can you help me, please? And I have a number of friends like you that I connect with usually and have ideas and insights and say, okay, yes, I can help with this, and that, and connect with Ahmed and connect with those people.
True.
They will help you to make it happen. They will help you to network in UAE. They will help you to have better information about what are the needed qualifications. What do you need to get your feet there? So the same. So you basically, if you do that, you will be coaching them in order to achieve this goal. So same in getting a degree, same in getting a job, same in achieving any type of goals. Like, for example, when I get back from as a mother, and I had this belief killing me and eating me from the inside, saying you cannot get back to the job market just because you have
Yes.
all these years not working. I remember very much calling a friend of mine and saying, I have, remember me 8 years ago? We were friends. And he said, yeah, I remember you. Where have you been all those years? And I said, okay, I got 3 kids, that's good. I have myself 4. And I said, okay, you're a man. It's different. You have your company right now. I said, you don't need all that. And he said, I have problems with technology. Okay, technology changed. So you don't need this experience. So he just unfolded all the beliefs that were holding me back by a 15 minutes call. Think of it, Ahmed, just a 15 minutes call. He coached me for 15 minutes. He unfolded all those beliefs and he
Wow.
empowered
Yes.
me to get my first job after, I think, 3 months. Three
Wow.
months. So coaching isn't only for coaches. There is people like me doing it for a living. I am paid to do it for my clients. There is engagement. There is, like, I have this obligation. There is commitment in the relationship, but still others also can do it. Like, you can, instead of trying to figure it out yourself, try to connect with someone who has already done what you aspire to and have a couple of ideas. Do your homework, get back to him. I've done this and that. Would you advise me? So he had the possibility to answer or not. Most of the time he will answer you and said, okay, you have make action, you have taken action. That's good. What about doing this? And so coaching actually, it needs someone who is willing to help and another one who seeks. Most of the people that I know don't even seek for help. Go seek help. Go to people who have achieved what you aspire to and say, no, now I'm in point A. How can I reach point B that you are in right now? And they will be more than happy. Okay, you can make it. You can still make it. This is possible. I know how to do it because I have been in this road. I've been crossed this road and know how to do it. So I can help you with that. So coaching, actually, every one of us has been, at least for a small amount of time, for a short period, as a coach. But there is people who are doing it as a living because this is their talent and this is the thing that they enjoy, which is very, very valuable to people.
True, I totally agree. Of course, everyone has the ability to be a coach. It comes down to some people will take a degree, but at the end of the day, degree and certification doesn't mean that you are qualified. You have to practice. You have to go to people, and if you have a satisfied client, that means you're a successful coach. I totally agree with you. Shazam is asking a question. If I have a question, like, it's the qualification important to get the job if you have required knowledge of your dream job?
If you can write in the comments, Shazama, what is your dream job? So if it may help me to answer you better. But is a qualification a necessity? I can answer you 100% no. Let's take the example of my own expertise in software testing. I have seen wonderful software testers coming from journalism, coming from social work, coming from everywhere in the world. And I do. There is the brother, John Back, the brother of my mentor, who has actually been washing dishes. He has a journalism certificate, a degree, and he at the some time he used to wash dishes, and his brother taught him software testing, and he's actually now on the head of eBay. So he's a manager and he's a training a big number salesperson. Okay, you can be, sales is not about a degree. So there is courses, free courses on the internet. There is the talent. If you feel like you have the talent, you said that you have the required knowledge and the talent and the willingness and the patience. Listen to me, when you love a specific field, you will have you have the commitment to stay when everyone else will quit. I know about the 1 minute salesperson, and it's about understanding your client. It's about empathizing with him. It's about not selling to him, but rather encouraging him to buy. Not selling to him, but rather understanding how his needs can be possibly met by this product, having this relationship. So once you understand those basic ideas around the job, you will be much more than, qualified to sell. Listen to me, your qualification is your results. Say it again. Your qualifications are your results. Give me numbers. Where have you been able to sell? What are your numbers? Your numbers, your experiences are your qualifications. You may say, okay, I don't have numbers. I'm just starting. I've seen a couple of courses and I'm just beginning. Go do it for free. Go do it 2 hours from 7 to 9 p.m. for free. After your job, after everything, okay, that would be a little bit frustrating and you will learn a lot. Once you get some results, okay, she has made sales. Believe me, hundreds. will run after you, because not because you have the qualifications, but because you
Results.
can make results, tangible results. No one will hire you because, I mean, okay, they love qualification, but they will not hire you based on your qualification. I mean, Ahmed, you invited me to your show. Did you see some of my qualifications? By the way, I have a lot of them. I'm a peer advisor in RST. I have a number of qualifications. No, you have seen results that I
Exactly.
brought and I shared in Growth Academy. I've shared, the income I'm making, the results, my clients, endorsements in my profile. So I'm sharing results. So be a result oriented person and bring results. They will hire you.
Totally agree with you. It's all about results, and it's a great answer. And of course, maybe some require qualifications, but after some time, also after they hire you or something, if you don't give and show the results, it will not be sustainable. So look always for the results. Othman Abdallah joining us from Saudi Arabia is a great ex-colleague. Thank you, Othman, for joining us
Hello.
for the first time. Hello, Othman. Ahmed Musa joining us. Of course, he's a great supply chain mentor and a good friend. Thank you for joining, Ahmed Musa. Test name and of
Now,
course
Ahmed,
giving
if
us
he is a mentor, go to him. People of supply chain, go to
yes,
Ahmed Musa. If he's a
I
mentor, he will be
yes,
more than willing to help you. So those are the go-to persons.
yes. Ahmed Musa is an amazing mentor actually. Test name and of course is giving us more and more of our great quotes. Having knowledge that he applies like eating without digesting. That's I like it. That's really true.
Probably she
Uh,
meant that you do not apply. Tess, did you mean that you do not, I mean, having knowledge and you
Yes,
do
sorry,
not apply,
she
like
corrected. You
eating?
don't apply. You don't apply. Yeah,
Okay,
you don't
okay.
apply. Good that you noticed that. Yes, and Shazam is asking. You suggest some courses I can go through, and thank you so much. She's thanking us for that. Yeah, yeah,
Shazama, don't try to find courses, find people.
yeah.
This trick, this tip will actually make you in head of hundreds of people in the sales. Go find people,
True,
salespeople. Like I can suggest a number of them. Salespeople that are extremely skilled what they are doing. One, two, you like them, so you found them funny. You love their sense of humor, and you say, okay, I want to learn from that. And you remember when we were in a kindergarten and in primary school, we used to understand better from teachers that we loved. So once
true,
you find someone who is known to be extremely skilled in sales, and it happens that you love him, go for him. Consume his materials. Not only consume, be a good student, like I have done myself. Comment, ask questions. What do you mean by that? I do not understand you. Do you mean this and this and that? Okay, I tried your advice and it didn't work for me the first time. Can you? And start step by step. He will contact you and he will notice you.
true,
LinkedIn is
true.
wonderful. Go
So
find
wonderful.
people and not courses.
I like this advice. Yes, find people, network, comment on people, engage with people, Shazama, and show interest. People will come back to you. Show interest in people. Show interest in their way of teaching, and form an emotional bond with people. Like Rihab is saying, like we still remember all the teachers that helped us through the way, who we formed an emotional bond with, who were very kind to us in the way of teaching and all that. Totally agree with you. Sarika sending her regards. She's from India and a fan of the show, great fan of the show. Skills allow participation, and she's sending her greetings from India. Thank you, Sarika, for
Hello.
joining
Hello,
us.
Sarika.
Uh,
I'm having issues. I cannot hear you, Ahmed. I'm having issues with the bandwidth. Yes, now I can hear you, Ahmed.
Yeah, yeah. I think something happened with the network, and it came again. Yeah, we're just talking about what's your advice to people watching us right now and have professional dreams, and what's your advice to people from also from your experience on LinkedIn, and we can talk about that, your experience on LinkedIn, and what's your advice to all people who have professional dreams.
Actually, on LinkedIn, we are seeing like profiles. We are dealing with profiles, but behind those profiles, there are real people. Like for me, Ahmed also was kind of a profile, a name, a picture, but while connecting with him, like inviting him, connecting with him, started commenting. I started by like introducing myself to his live shows, interacting, commenting, trying to share the value that I offer. I offer career coaching, I offer insights, I have those value to offer to my clients, to my community. By interacting, actually you catch attention, you kept attention of others. And one of those others, by the way, are recruiters. So when you
True.
start really try to be genuinely you, try to be authentic, not pretending anything. So working starting from your like connecting on LinkedIn with the intention, with a specific intention to get hired, to build a network. Like for me, I want to build this big network, people that inspire me, people that add value, people that spread my word, get clients, have business to business partnerships, reaching out for people that I thought will never reach out. Like I have been invited by the Irish community of refugees in order to help women there. I will be next week speaking in an event
Great.
for Indian people. I've been invited to speak to women from Syria
Amazing.
and from a number of countries. This wasn't possible for me. I mean, Sfax, Tunisia. This wasn't possible for me if I wasn't connecting.
Active.
I
Yeah.
mean, active on LinkedIn, commenting on people's posts, try to share interests, what is like worth doing for both of us, trying to build those win-win relationship, sharing my experiences, and also interacting with their content. Like it's not all about me, it's also about the other. So if you wanna the LinkedIn algorithm to really pay you attention, you should be active on LinkedIn. You should be giving likes, commenting on other posts, seeing value, like having number of lives that really offers you value, consuming useful content. And in this way, actually, I started building, like now I'm more than 6,000 followers. They are started sharing with me their experiences, sharing with me their struggles, sharing with me, like from they are all over the world. So this is a huge opportunity. If I may give you some steps, it starts with taking really reading about how to deal with LinkedIn, having a goal, having a mission statement, starting by working on your profile image, on your bio, on connecting with the right people, and with having a long-term relationship with them, in order of, can I send you my CV or pitch my product, and they go and disappear. This is not how
Yes.
it works. It's a human relationship, and to really be associated with the right people and to be associated with the right community in LinkedIn. And there is a lot of possibilities of growth.
I agree. The possibilities for growth is endless, really, on LinkedIn. As I've been active like now for 8, 9 months, I've seen the same, like you're saying, invited to conferences, going here and there, through only sharing knowledge, experience, and building relationships. So it's not only like you're counting numbers of followers, or you have to
Yes,
know
yes.
most of them. You have to be interactive. The people who are interactive with you, you must comment and like their also content, and it's useful content. You find it useful, and you'll build a relation with people. Shazam is saying that she did the same and connected with you and that. So that's right. That's networking, Shazama.
Welcome.
Yeah, we salute you for that. Yes. Rihab, thank you so much, of course, for today. I think it was a great session with a lot of insights. Just before we go, tell us what's your plans in 2021, and what's your ambition in 2021, and what do you see in
Thank
for
you very much,
2021
Ahmed.
for all of us? Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Yeah, I appreciate this opportunity, and I really want to tell everyone who will watch the recording is to really take action. Listening,
Yes.
consuming is wonderful, but if you do not take action, if you do not connect with the right people, if you do not like try things and have a feedback to people who have actually given this advice, if you do not stay late at night and try to start building your personal brand, you will be like millions of others. If you really are serious about building and thriving professionally, I would better advice give to you is to start from now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when the chances get better and you will have your opportunity. Start now, immediately.
I totally agree with you. The best way to end our show, start now. Doesn't matter if it's baby steps. Doesn't matter if anyone is trying to oppose what you're doing or telling you what you're doing. Just follow your passion and go for it, and things will fall into place. Like Sarika
Yes.
saying it's win-win, allow 360-degree flow. Thank you, Sarika. And thank you so much, Rihab, for your time today. And I'll be seeing you, of course, a lot soon. Take care.
Inshallah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody. Thank you. Take care.